paid by Richard Halliburton in 1928 when he swam his 150-mile length. For 10 points, name is U.S. built and once owned U.S. canal. Fayetteville State, Willis. Yes, 20-point bonus coming up. The sequel she wrote to her most famous book took liberty with the character she based on herself. The sequels concerned Joe as his wife and mother, but this writer never married or had children, died in 1888. For 10 points apiece, who was this American writer whose sisters were named in what first book as Meg, Beth, and Amy? Wow.
Alcott Little One.
Yes, 20 points. Good job. Toss up. In an Olympic event since 1988, it has one of the smallest playing surfaces, just 9 feet by 5 feet wide, with just a 6-inch net tall. Fayetteville State, Thompson.
Volleyball?
No, -5. For 10 points, what is this globally popular racket sport?
Buzzy.
Oh, I'm clear. Benedict Flowers.
Tennis.
No, ping pong, table tennis. In 2009, 126 years after her death, she became the first African American woman whose bust graces the U.S. Capitol building. Benedict Crutch. No, -5. For 10 points, who was this anti-slavery and women's rights crusader? Fayetteville State Smith. Yes, 30-point bonus coming up. Consider the 5 African American politicians: Maxine Waters, Elijah Cummings, Allie Hastings, Alexander Al Green, and Shirley Franklin. Who first, for 10 points apiece, who was the only one of the 5 who was not represented but Mayor of Atlanta? Captain?
Hastings.
Franklin represents the 35th District of California in House of Representatives, whose trial and ethics violation was postponed in 2011. Captain?
Waters.
Yes, Maxine Waters. Which one has represented the 23rd District of Florida in House of Representatives since 1993?
Hastings.
Yes, 20 and 30. Toss up. Despite having virtually no natural resources, it has become a major and prosperous trading center. This is due in part to its unique status as an international free trade port. For 10 points, what is the former British colony, now semi-autonomous region of China? Benedict Flowers. Yes, 20-point bonus coming up. Any number plus its additive and verse will always equal this number. First, for 10 points apiece, what number that would add or subtract from any number leaves that number unchanged? Captain? Yes. In physics, what zero term is the temperature at which molecular movement firstly ceases? Captain?
Absolutely.
Yes, 20. Toss up. He was totally unknown on the morning of April 12, 1961. By that afternoon, he was arguably the most famous person on or off the planet. For 10 points, famous Russian and first person to travel into outer space. Benedict Sanger. No, stand over here, team. Clear? Over here, team. Okay, time. Looking for Yuri Gagarin. Yeah. Giving priority to the common health in his Commonwealth, in late 2009, it became the first southern state to ban smoking in bars and restaurants. Benedict Flowers. Yes, 20-point bonus coming up. His hits include Kiss and Angel Good Morning, Is Anybody Going to San Antone, and 27 others, a body of work that earned him induction to the Country Music Hall of Fame. For 20 points, who was his first African American voted there? Captain?
Designate ninth.
Looking for Pride. Charlie Pride. All right, toss up. While in prison, Malcolm X took a correspondence course in Latin to be able to read D'Orte, the classic treatise on public speaking by, for 10 points, what Roman senator and greatest orator during the last days of the Roman Republic? Benedict Flowers. No, take it over here, team. Fayetteville State Smith.
Nero.
Looking for Cicero. Toss up. It was a secret society and literary club founded in 1776 at the College of William and Mary. Its name, Benedict Flowers. Yes, 30-point bonus coming on top. The name is biblical figure after 1 coup for 32 for 20 or all 3 for 10. She had 7 sins cast out of her by Jesus and attended this crucifixion.
Mary Magdalene?
Yes, all 30. Good job. 2 films, toss up. 2 films and 1 camera record 2 slightly different viewpoints, which are then printed in 2 different colors, often red and green. That, Benedict Knight. Yeah, good job. 20-point bonus coming up. His 1906 Nobel Prize for Chemistry fell by 1 vote, but some 50 years later he was remembered in the name of number 101. A visualization should be created. For 10 points apiece, who was Russian and what tool did he create? Captain?
Range.
Mendeleev and the periodic table, so no points. Toss up. Rave reviews for her 2008 performance with Beyonce at the Grammys bolstered her following her world tour at the age 69, during which she performed hits including GoldenEye, Fable State Johnson. No, -5, including GoldenEye and Proud Mary for 10 points. Which rock leader's autobiography became the film What's Love Got to Do with It? Benedict Flowers. Tina Turner, guys. Tina Turner. Through pinching, toss up. Through pinching, pruning, wiring, smallish trees are manipulated to look old and contorted. A replica of what might have looked like clinging to a windswept mountain in Japan. Mountain in Japan, where this ancient art form has started. For 10 points, what word named this art of cultivating dwarf trees? Fable State Smith. Bonsai! Yes! 30 points on this. As the name of the Mediterranean suggests, this ancient thought that the Mediterranean Sea was at the center of the earth, was connected by other bodies of water. 10 points per answer. The Mediterranean is connected to the west to the Atlantic Ocean by which strait? Captain?
Strait of Gibraltar.
Strait of Gibraltar, good. To the northeast is connected to the Dardanelles, the Sea of Marmara, and the Strait of Bosporus. To what other sea? Captain?
Red Sea.
The Black Sea. To the southeast at the Suez Canal connects to what other sea? Captain?
Aegean Sea.
The Red Sea that time. Toss up. 10 points. Her early jobs included working as a sports reporter for the Matsu Valley Frontiersmen, but she started her current career path in 1992 by defeating John Hattrick for a seat on the city council. That was in Wasilla. For 10 points, named as 2008 contender and much higher office U.S. Vice President. Fable State Johnson. Okay. 30-point bonus. His TV persona is the most manic cheerleader of the U.S. economy and stock exchanges. 15 points each. Who was his host of Mad Money, and which cable TV network airs that show?
Mad Money.
Captain?
Blitzer and C-SPAN.
They give her Kramer and CNBC, so no points. Toss up. 99% of the U.S. production of this nut is in Oregon. Long used to flavor liquor, French Jello. Yeah. It is sometimes given different names depending on the species of tree from which it comes. For 10 points, what is this nut? Also the core nut of filbert. Yes.
Hops.
No. Can you take it over here? Oh, no.
Yeah,
Hazelnuts. Hazelnuts.